Everybody, and welcome to September's Lightroom help from McFay Photography. So this is where people send me raw files and I play around with them in Lightroom a little bit just to show what can be done, and if there's nothing that can be done I'll tell you. So this month we've had this shot, this shot, this shot and this shot uploaded. I'm gonna tackle them in 4 separate videos, so if it's one of your own you can just watch that, or if you want to learn a bit more you can watch them all. So to this shot, first impressions are it's a little bit lacking a focal point, and maybe it would have been a better shot if you'd used a portrait orientation, so it's taller than thin, or a wider lens. Main reason is this whole city area down here is a little bit squashed in. It just feels a little bit, hemmed, and the same at the top. There's not a lot of sky going on there. It makes the mountain look absolutely vast, which is one huge positive, and you do get to see this zigzag path on the way down. But I think you kind of missed a bit of a trick by not just trying the portrait orientation. Anyway, so if we look at the histogram, it's all a little bit on the dark side there, and if you just look at the screen you can tell it's on the dark side. You have to look at the histogram. So one quick way of brightening things up is if you grab hold of the tone curve, so click in the middle of it, or any way you want, and just drag up. If you drag up at the top, the brights get brighter. If you drag up at the bottom, the darks get brighter. And so I'm just going to drag around the middle up a little bit, and the whole thing brightens up like that. I'm gonna maybe add a little bit of vibrance, clarity. Clarity seems to make these green blobs of trees a little bit more intense. Maybe just drag the highlights down a bit to get some sky back. I don't think it really needs any contrast because it's quite contrasty with the dark trees and light rocks. So crop wise, I want to get rid of this. It looks like it's taken from a boat, so you could bring it to there maybe, just so you get rid of the boat. Now in doing that we've probably got rid of even more of the town there, so I'm gonna be a bit bold and suggest that we get rid of the town altogether and make this nice sort of pano crop. So now we're looking at a nice hill with a rugged old wall going up it, and with no confusion of a town below. It just feels better to me looking at it like that. I don't know, it's all subjective. Tell me what you think in the comments. I've just opened the shadows up a bit, which means adding a little bit of shadow to it. I mean, you can just do the standard things like adding a bit of sharpening. When I add sharpening, I like to put my thumb on the Alt key and drag the masking to the right. That stops it sharpening things you don't want sharpening, like bare skies, and sharpens edges of stuff like that. Okay. I really don't think anything else I would do to this. I mean, I don't think a vignette really adds to it. It usually does, but there's a bit of a vignette, I suppose. But okay. So given that raw file, that's probably what I'd do. We can have a little look and see what a black and white version would look like. So if you right click on it, create virtual copy, you can then go to make a black and white. You go up to this panel here, HSL colour, click on black and white, and if you click on this little adjustment tool here, whatever you click on now, you click and move the mouse upwards, brightens that, and click and move it down, darkens that. So you can have a little play around, so if you want to brighter trees, that kind of thing. But I think that's as far as I go with it. So colour or black and white, probably go for the colour. Right, well I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.